Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, End of the Line. And you're with us for Joe Cordina versus Kourbanov. Just kicked off straight into round one. How do you see this one going, Ender?
Well, again, I'm a big fan of Cordina. My cat's going to knock over my phone. I'm a big fan of Cordina, so I think he should do it, and hopefully he'll do it inside the distance. Right, do you want to say hello, pussycat? Look, there you go. There's my ginger pussy.
See, there we go.
You see, all Irish have ginger pussies, you know.
Anything can happen live, and especially with Ender. As we say, 2 minutes, up to 2 minutes in round one. Yeah, Cordina.
Already you can see Cordina's skill level. You know, even the way he throws his hooks. You know, he's got his body out of the way. Like, he's very skillful.
Yeah, he's boxing really well, isn't he?
You might be able to tell I'm a bit of a fan.
No, he's a great guy. Arsenal podcast, Mr. Arsenal podcast. There's some great people out there. But Ryan's doing a live stream tomorrow for Arsenal versus West Ham, and he's back, and so are we. So nice to have you on board, Ryan. As I say, you've tuned in. Welcome to JG's Fight Talk. If you're with us for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Send us a comment.
The cat's name's Danny, by the way.
Thank you, Danny, for joining us. And we're with Joe Cordina versus Kourbanov. Joe Cordina, 11 fights, 11 wins, 7 knockouts. Not a bad little record there. Kourbanov, 19 fights, 17 wins, 3 knockouts. So not too bad. Not too much on the heavy-handed front, but 19 fights, 17 wins. You know, you can only beat the person that's in front of you, as we always say, but, you know, probably a good test for Joe Cordina.
You know.
So, yeah, it's all, you know, as I say at the moment, Joe's just literally, I love it. He does a double jab, bang to the body. Double jab, bang to the body. The guy hasn't even figured it out yet. And Joe's very calculated, isn't he? Great guard. Very calculated, very precise with his punches. Easy round for Joe Cordina there, really, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, he, again, very skillful, and even there, he just swerved out of the way of the hook.
Yeah, great movement. Great movement. So
I don't know what he's got typed on his back. Maybe it's the words to the Welsh national anthem. I don't know.
I don't know. But while we're on
if you know what he's got tattooed on his back, you can send it in the comments.
Yeah, put it in the comments just so we can find out. But before we do that, we're going to
have some of this.
Have some of this.
Are you ready?
Yes. Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. Limitless Creations is actually my friend Matt, who has created the intro. So if you're interested in what he can do, he's a top guy. Send me a message and I'll get him to get in contact with you. He's up for doing all sorts of work for anyone. Real top guy. So done a good job with that.
He does, and I like the way there's still a nod to your kind of 80s Tron thing, you know. But it's
not as Tron as the last one.
But I'm just saying there's still a nod to it. You know, I mean, but it's better, and it's beautiful. I really like it, and I like the whole ring thing.
He's a top guy. But...
I mean, in terms of skill level, he'd be up there with Joe Cordina in boxing. You know, so he's that to design what Joe Cordina is to boxing. Very skillful.
Well, there you go. Matt will take that. Yeah, this guy's come out fighting in the second round a bit more now. He's throwing shots, but he's missing a lot. But he is trying to be a bit more attentive, isn't he? He's trying to get himself into the fight. Joe's still very precise, working the jab well, and then now he's working to the body, isn't he, again? So Really good shots by.
But I even love the execution of his shots. You know, it's
very
it's
quick. They're very snappy, aren't they?
Yeah,
very
but they're precise and they're snappy, and it's just what I like. You know.
Yeah, boxing really well. And have you noticed he's still doing double jab body shot?
Oh yeah,
that's a
his
really
kind of
good
trademark.
Yeah, it's kind of his signature move, isn't it? And you can see by the guy's sort of left-hand side where his ribs are, it's really starting to bruise already. So Joe's got the power in that right hand. It's working well.
And I like the shuffle there. He shuffled his hands, you know.
Ryan's Ender, are you still on Twitter, mate? I can't find you.
Yes, I am.
He is.
I don't know.
Republic of
Boys,
Arsenal.
Republic of Arsenal.
You know what, Anthony? Shout out to Anthony's channel as well because he's worked so hard on it. Republic of Arsenal, great. If you're an Arsenal fan, really good channel. He gets some great people on. Really top guy. And go on, the boys. Nice to have you on, Anthony. You're a top lad. If you're watching,
Anthony, be delighted that Ireland beat England earlier as well.
Well, he probably is. If Anthony, if you're watching the boxing, because I know you're a fan, send us in your comments. How do you see this fight going? Yeah. Ender, you said possibly a finish in the later rounds.
Yes.
I think the way he's boxing at the moment, he is taking that approach, isn't he? He's not going to rush it. He's just pacing himself, but when that moment comes, I think he's gonna grab it, isn't he? So
I got the Fowler prediction right, didn't I? I said rounds 1 through 6.
What with Fowler?
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
You can put that on your chart.
No, you have to put it on my chart. Ender is winning.
No, because we've got score going, haven't we?
Yeah, but I'm obviously winning because all the rest of scored the same. That was different, so I won it. So therefore, I'm winning.
So you're like one ahead now.
Oh no, I'm more than one ahead. Like I got loads of points because I got the type of victory and I got the round thing.
We won't go too deep into it, but
no, winning. Ireland's winning against England again.
we're going third round. Will be coming up soon. Cordina is it's one of those fights again, isn't it? And very similar to the last one. The opponent's not really giving a lot.
I think the difference is Cordina is a lot more skillful than Fowler.
Yeah, Cordina's working the fight well, and it's very difficult to get into the fight when you're just being totally outboxed. Cordina has literally got him on the back foot, and he's working the body so well, isn't he? Which is probably slowing the guy down, which doesn't help. But we're into the third now. And,
we dream the same dream. We want the same thing.
Eduardo, cracking name. Which round, guys? This is Joe Cordina versus Farouk Kourbanov.
And we're in the third.
We're in round 3.
Kourbanov's after scoring a lovely straight punch there.
Up to this point, Cordina won the first 2 rounds quite
comfortably. He did, and Cordina will probably win this round. I'm just acknowledging that was a good punch.
Yeah. That's probably the first punch that's sort of cleanly landed and looked all right, because the others, it's been kind of hitting, very hit and miss with his shots.
Well, to be fair, Cordina is making him miss. Like Cordina is very slip and slide.
Oh, he's very slick, isn't he? Very slick. Great to watch.
Absolutely. These are the kind of boxers I like to watch. Almost, you can see the Floyd Mayweather style in Cordina.
Yeah.
It's all about not being hit.
He's got the hands down as well, which is enticing the opponent.
Yeah, and then he slips out of the way.
Flicks away, and then in with a jab twice to the body, and then he's out again. He's very, very slick. Very, very great technique to have. Eduardo's back to us. I bet Cordina KO in less than 8.5. Maybe. or not weigh?
I think that's a good bet, Eduardo.
Yeah, not a bad shout at all.
Or prediction, and whichever way you're doing it.
Yeah, not a bad shout at all. I think Cordina looks like he's wearing the guy. It's wearing the guy down, and then, like Ender was saying, produce something magic in the last couple of rounds. But I think it's a case of wearing a guy down like this because he's quite resilient. Although he's not really doing a lot.
He is, and I don't think Cordina's got. He's not a powerful puncher. Like his punches are more slick and targeted than they are big power shots.
But then 11 wins from 11 fights and 7 by knockout.
Yeah, but I mean, like when you have that relentless pressure that he does, you are going to knock people out. But it won't be with one big punch. It'll be relentless pressure.
Yeah. It's like we were saying earlier. It's the whole punches in bunches thing, isn't it?
Mm.
You get someone in the corner. You get someone in the corner and you overwhelm them.
And France have got their try.
So, but yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Check out the content. We've got some great interviews with people, other live watch-alongs from before, some announcements, and we've got a show called Quick Predict, which we've actually had a real good laugh designing, haven't we, Ender? And it's been a real laugh doing the Quick Predict.
Yes, and I'm winning.
He is winning, but it's just a good laugh. It's just a good laugh, isn't it? And we enjoy it.
I mean, I'm sure Joe.
It's a show where we're very chilled out here. Anything goes, and we just enjoy watching boxing.
We don't take ourselves seriously, so
But yeah, so far tonight, while we're at a bit of a break, Bradley Rhea versus Lee Cutler was probably standout explosive fight. Bradley Rhea just came out the block, bang, straight in there, got the job done. Fantastic. But we'll talk about the others when we have a bit more time. But
yeah, because we're into round 4 now.
Yeah, Cordina. Yeah, just so slick, moving well, moves his head well, keeps a good guard when the opponent comes close, steps back, drops the hands, sort of draws in the opponent, doesn't he? And then when the opponent's drawn in.
And like you said, it's the double jab followed up by body shot. It's
brilliant. It's brilliant. And it works. It's so effective.
But again, he'll need to expand that when he goes up to higher levels.
Here we go. Nick Johns, thanks for joining us, Nick. What is your guys' money on Cordina by points or knockout? Well, Ender was saying earlier. Ender, you go first, mate.
Well, we'd our quick predict. And I said that he should see him off in the later rounds on attrition, because he will wear him down with the volume of accurate punches he throws. What was your prediction on this, Joel? Sorry.
Points, I believe.
You did go for points, and like I said, I could have gone for points either. I just felt that won by France.
We didn't know too much about the opponent at the time, so it's a difficult one. He's obviously got the record of 19 fights, 17 wins with 3 KOs, but like Ender was saying earlier, there's no one really listed on that record that sort of jumps out at you to say, "Cool, he's got a name there." So yeah, I'm sticking with points, but he seems quite a resilient guy. But I think
he does very durable.
Time, picking his shots, and if the right time comes, he'll take him. But I'm going points. Who are you going for? Nick? Cordina, is it points or knockout? Let us know.
There was some great flurry exchange of punches there from both fighters.
Cordina's just the more accurate. That's all it is.
Oh, of course, yeah, he is. But the other guy is giving.
Do you know what? If you were going to give him a round up to this point, it's probably this one. He's been more active in this one than the last 3 combined.
Oh yeah, but I still wouldn't give him this round.
No. But if you know what I mean,
I do.
Based on the activity.
Yeah, this has been the closest round, is what you mean.
Yeah, definitely. He's been more active by far because in the last 3.
Oh, and he threw a hook there, and then he's swinging a miss.
But Cordina just taking his time, calculated attack, brilliant. Another round, Cordina.
Yeah. We're into the last seconds of the rugby here, and Wales are leading by 3.
I love this. They've just gone out the back. Anthony Fowler, Shane McGuigan, and Lawrence Coley playing chess. Love it.
Absolutely, because that's what you need to do. It'll calm the mind. You know.
Well, Anthony's on his phone.
Well, I can't imagine Anthony knows too many of these rules. To be fair,
he's probably on Twitter, and
he's probably selling CBD oil.
Now. But yeah, let us know your comments.
Did you see where he called out our good friend, the Black Irish boxer, as he calls himself, from Belfast?
Tommy McCarthy?
Yes, he called out Tommy McCarthy. And I tweeted Tommy.
That was Billum Smith.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was Billum Smith.
Well, I made an idiot of myself then.
But you are right. Someone did call him out tonight. And you were thinking of Chris Billum Smith, weren't you, Ender?
Yes, I was.
Love it. Nick Johns has got back to us. I'm going points. I think Farouk can take the punishment. He seems like he can.
He is. And you have the benefit. You have the benefit of seeing 4 rounds that we hadn't. You know, I mean, like looking at what Farouk's come into this fight, as Joel said, Farouk had a better round. His 4th round was his best round. He didn't win it, but it was still his best round. Oh, France have gone over for a try.
Just to let you know, Ender is watching the rugby as well as the boxing. So if you do,
I can do that.
I'm just sending a comment out to everyone. Yeah, so there we go. I'll put it on the screen. Let us know your predictions for the main event.
Absolutely.
Give us a shout, people. Lawrence Coley versus Glowatsky. Going to be an absolute barnstormer, I think. It's going to be one of those. It depends how Lawrence approaches the fight, really, but I think it's going to be a cracker. It's not going to be an easy one at all. Going back to this round 5, and it's just a bit more of that, really, isn't it? If you know what I mean.
He's come into the fight. I suppose he's got Cordina's number now, so he knows what's going to happen. So he's
throwing some more punches back here. Yes. To be honest, they're exchanging well.
I'm enjoying this fight. I really am. Now that the rugby is over.
Cracking uppercuts by Cordina though, but Kourbanov is one of those where he's digging in, like Nick Johns was saying. He's taking those punches, but how long can he take those punches for is the big question. When in doubt, wing it, says Judas. Quality.
Who's a Judas? Me.
Mr. Arsenal podcast. Wales have bottled the Grand Slam.
Well, I think France's skills shone through. Wales were jammy the whole way through. Oh, by the way, I won my treble today. I said Ireland, Scotland, France win. Boom!
Anyway.
End of the
round. Cordina finishes well. He's won every round so far. He's just tactician. Absolute tactician. Just Eduardo Coley by knockout. That'd be great to see.
It would. And as I said in the prediction show, Coley needs a knockout if he wants to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
At the higher division.
Because you were saying, to move up, he needs to make that statement of power, doesn't he?
He really does. The hour of power.
Good prediction there, Eduardo. Any particular rounds? Do you want to give us a shout on what round? It's a difficult one with the Coley because, as I say, it depends. We were saying this the other day, weren't we? It depends on how he sort of approaches the fight, really. Because Coley's a bit of a slick difficult bugger to deal with, really. But yeah, I think he'll get the job done. Ryan has said, "Well done, Ender."
Oh, on my bet. Thank you.
And Eduardo's put, towards the end rounds. Yeah,
I that's what I'd said initially from the prediction show. I think it could be points now.
Ryan, wait for Ryan's prediction. Round 3, KO. But who?
Well, I presume he means a Coley.
We're in round 6 here of Joe Cordina versus Kourbanov. Joe's just dictating this fight. He's come out and he's just working that jab so well. Here we go. When in doubt, wing it. Glowatsky win KO within 6 or points a Coley. Have you put bets on both of those, or are you just predicting that? I'm just intrigued.
You asked for predictions. They're giving you predictions. What do you think?
Yeah, no. I meant as in, has he actually put a bet on that? Because that would be interesting to see what the odds are for Glowatsky to win by knockout.
Well, I'm sure someone can look it up and tell
Ryan's of Coley, of course.
There you go.
Well, don't ask, we don't know, do we?
Well, I thought I knew what you meant, Ryan, because I'm not from Essex.
Oh, here we go.
Jeez, the Essex is really coming out in you. You'll be coming back in the next round with a fake baked tan on you.
Everyone's favourite Essex and Paddy. Essex lad.
Essex and Paddy, yeah. The only way is Ireland, huh?
Here we go. Ortiz to KO Hooker. Yeah, that's tonight as well.
À plus tard, as they say en français. Allez les bleus. We're into the last minute of this.
To be fair,
and then I'm going to go change.
This guy's Farouk, we'll call him. He's just
he clipped him.
Just taking the punch, but he's throwing some punches back to Joe. He is being more resilient, but I don't know. Joe don't seem bothered by it at all, does he?
But Joe's saying, "Come on, bring it on."
Sticking to his game plan, isn't he?
I'm enjoying this fight, though.
He's throwing some good hooks, and Joe, like we were saying earlier, Joe isn't a puncher that throws one shot. He's very much throws a couple of shots at a time, which is so hard to deal with because you're guaranteed to get hit by one of them. You know what I mean?
Oh, that was a lovely combination there to end the round for Cordina.
But yeah, well,
because I was about to say, if you were giving any round to Farouk, it would have been that round.
Yeah.
But even then, did he win it?
No, personally.
Right. I will see you in a moment.
And I'll see you after some of this.
Are you ready?
So yes, people, welcome back to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing for the t-shirt feel and Limitless Creations. Good fight so far. Bit of a tough one, really. Cordina's he's winning every round, but at the end of the day, he is taking the punishment. But he's still in there, and if you're in there, you're in with a shout. But Joe's just scoring it. He's just absolutely winning on points at the moment. Nick Johns, thanks for tuning in, Nick. Ender's just popped to the little boys' room, I think. Guy can take some punishment, man. He doesn't have anything on Cordina, but Farouk can take it. Yeah, 100%. He's it's just one of those, isn't it? It's one of those. He's just standing there and he's taking the punishment, but as I say, he's still in there. And Joe, is he a power puncher? I know he's had 7 knockouts out of the 11 wins that he's had, but this guy doesn't really want to seem to go anywhere at the moment. I think it's going to be the speed of the punches rather than the power of the punches that gets this guy out. So I think if Joe just keeps piling the pressure on, I think the guy just might crack if he just keeps throwing those combinations. When in doubt, wing it as per Ender.
I'm here.
He's put what's happened.
French jersey.
He's put what's happened.
I'm looking for my France jersey.
Okay. Well, I'm here watching the boxing. Ender's trying to find his French jersey at the moment. And when in doubt, wing it has put yay. He was worried about you, Ender. 1 minute 10 left to go. Round 7. Joe Cordina. Well, as we've been saying throughout the fight, just controlling it. He's got this fantastic movement where he does the double jab really quick and then right hand to the body. Fantastic combination that just has worked throughout the fight. The guy hasn't even tried to stop it or even do anything really. He's fought back in a couple of rounds, but I've given all of them to Joe Cordina. Ender, did you give him the last round? No, he is literally hiding he's looking for his shirt. When in doubt, wing it. He's looking for a blow-up doll. He could be. Could be. But 20 seconds left to go in this round. Joe Cordina, he's just working well. The other guy's trying to keep centre of the ring. But it's almost like it's not really doing him any favours. He's holding the centre of the ring, but he's not really controlling the fight at all. So it's an interesting one. Joe Cordina, another round for him really on that one. But welcome to JG's Fight Talk. It's great to have you all on. As I say, obviously main event next. We've got Coley versus Glowatsky. How do you see that one going? Put it in the comments. I know a lot of you have already. We've had knockout for a Coley. We've had a knockout for Glowatsky. We've had points for a Coley. To have it end in the later rounds. We've had all sorts of different predictions. But let us know yours. Drop it in the comments. If you're here for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Great to have you on board with us. As I say, as always, got my mate Ender with us, who's over there.
I'm over here. Not putting my...
Ender, they were worried about you. They thought you were looking for a blow-up doll.
What would I do with a blow-up doll? I just go and grind her.
Well, on that note, there's not really much I can say. But it's round 8 of 10. Start of round 8. Ender, you didn't miss a lot in round 7. It was pretty much...
I could hear your commentary, so I was
It was pretty much the same as it was, Cordina's just bossing the fight, really. As we say, it might not be a case of getting power. He might be just getting the rounds in because, if he's won 7 of them by KO out of 11, sometimes it's good to get some rounds in.
Yeah, but I'd say he'd still like to...
You still want to get him out late, I would have thought.
Mm-hmm. So I can get another prediction correct.
But no...
Because if it goes to points, you win.
I know, that'd be something different.
Well, no, you've got them right before when he copied me. I'm joking. Joel is his own man. That's what his wife told me. He said. That's what his wife told him to say.
I wear the trousers. She picks them.
Exactly.
But
and she loves me Irish accent.
That's
Laura, laddie.
But it's a bit of the same old in this fight, really, isn't it? It's I love watching Joe Cordina fight. He's a great boxer, and as I say, great tactician. Fantastic with a jab. Great work to the body, and he's got mean uppercuts when he gets on the inside. But it's just one of those fights where
he needs a finisher. He needs a finisher.
The other guy's really he's being annoying, isn't he? To put it in that kind of way. It's a really annoying sort of thing. Don't you think?
Yeah, but I mean, it's the fact that Cordina doesn't have a finisher shot by the look of it, you know. So,
well, like we were saying earlier, it's a case of he's gonna dazzle him with his speed rather than his power, isn't he? It's going to be a case of getting him in the corner, throwing multiple punches to sort of dazzle your opponent rather than try and power your shots through, because he just doesn't seem to have that, does he? That we're kind of aware of anyway.
mm-hmm.
But there we go. And obviously, yesterday we had the big news: Katie Taylor versus Natasha Jonas on the 1st of May, with the headliner of Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora, looking like a good card ender.
Yeah, I mean, the one that sticks out for me is the ladies' fight, so I'm looking forward to that.
But Parker Chisora, that's going to be a good old dust up, isn't it? They're going to go to war, aren't they? Let's be honest. They're going to go to war. They've got that beef with each other, haven't they? And the fight should have happened before, but apparently it was delayed due to Joseph Parker getting a spider bite. It's one of those. So, Dell's been smashing his social media. He's been phoning him at 3 o'clock in the morning to say, where are you, chicken? And it's been one of those. Eduardo here. I lose betting Cordina by KO. At least I won Fowler by KO. Yeah, exactly. You win some, you lose some, mate. That's how it goes.
But
yeah, it's just one of those fights at the moment in this one where, as we say, Cordina's in there. He's doing what he's got to do. The other guy's just very resilient, isn't he? He's taking the shots. Taking the shots at the moment.
Taking his lumps, as they say in Beauty and the Beast.
But yeah, it's just one of those fights. Cordina, literally, the other guy just moves out round the ring. Cordina just slowly cuts the ring off. Double jab, body shot. And the other guy, he's throwing back, but they're hitting the gloves, they're hitting the shoulders, they're sort of flailing everywhere, aren't they? And there hasn't been much accuracy from this guy, is there?
Well, I mean, that's because Cordina's so slippy. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the other guy's inaccuracy. I would say it's Cordina's just general evasiveness,
Yeah.
Like Cordina is a slippery. Oh, but he got caught lovely there.
Saying that, he threw some good combinations there, didn't he?
Yeah, that's called the commentator's curse, Joel.
Yeah, definitely. Sort of 3 shots in there, didn't he? So
yeah.
It's one of those where he chucked the shots in there, and Cordina.
Like that, there was a bit of a lull in the middle, but I'm enjoying this fight. I mean, it's
we're round 9 of 10. It was something we kind of sat on as a prediction, didn't we? It was either going to be a late stoppage, or it was going to go to points, and it was very clear either way, wasn't it? So,
and to be fair to the opponent, he is very durable. He's taking Cordina's lumps, and he's throwing back even here in round 9. So,
yeah. Well, like we said, if you're in there, God, what a great combination that was, though.
From Cordina?
No, from Kourbanov. He literally 2 shots to the body.
I think you must be a few seconds ahead of me.
2 shots to the body and then 1 to the head.
Yes.
Really cracking shots they were.
Yeah.
But he missed wildly there, right at the end of the round. Cordina just ducked it brilliantly.
But that's it. Cordina is very accurate.
He's slick, isn't he?
Oh, he's very slick.
But
I'm enjoying this fight. The two guys are going at it, and Cordina won't be too happy now that Wales have threw away the Grand Slam. But anyway.
But if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. Check out all the other content. We've got the quick predicts, we've got interviews, live watch-alongs, announcements, and there's more new shows coming. I haven't told Ender about them yet, but they are coming. Just some really good content. But all we are, two boxing fans.
In the words of my favorite scare group of all time, bring it on, bring it on now, bring it on, bring it on now.
Exactly. What a way to end it.
That was the Sugar Babes.
Well, there you go.
Let me lay it on the line. I got a little freaking that's just fine. Yes, it was Sugar Babes.
On that note, 2 minutes 30 left of round 10. It's been one of those fights, isn't it?
Something tells me Joel could be having a new partner next week because I'll be getting the sack. If you want to keep me on, vote and tweet and tell him no, keep Enda even though he's a crazy motherfucker.
But like we were saying, round 10, about 2 minutes 10 seconds to go. Joe's done the business, hasn't he? He's boxed clever. He's been slick. He's shown what he can do. He's just missed that knockout for me, really. But yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Sometimes you can get someone out there, sometimes you can't. And but he's just boxed clever, isn't he?
He has. And in fairness,
the other guy's tough.
He is as tough as nails, He's giving back. And this has been a very enjoyable fight.
This has been, to be fair, the story of the night, though, isn't it?
Yeah, this has been the most skillful fight.
If we look at all the fights so far, apart from the first fight, that was the only fight really that didn't have a tough, resilient person in. The opponent on the end of it, we'll go to Gangloff, Beck Connolly, Duca. They've all been tough individuals, haven't they?
They have indeed.
So it's just been one of those situations, isn't it, really?
And both of these boys are still throwing leather into the last minute of the last round. So fair dues to them. I'm glad I went for a change of jersey when I did. Apparently, he didn't like that round. I probably would have liked it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just the only way to describe it. It was same old, same old. It's one of those, isn't it?
Bien sûr.
20 seconds to go, round 10. And yeah, the guy's showing a bit more brass in this last round.
Oh, that was a lovely.
Hats off to Joe as well. He's a tough individual.
He has. Joe's been in a fight here, and he'll know about it tomorrow, especially after that left hook.
There we go. Ends of the fight.
There you go. Congratulations. Your prediction is correct. Cordina on points.
But, at the same time, more rounds in the bank, as they say, for Cordina.
Yeah. And it was a good fight, and it was a good testing fight.
Yeah, tough individual. The other guy, to be fair, 19 fights, 17 wins. So, that's a good... another good person to have on your resume to say, yeah, look who I beat with that record. Joe's...
And unlike Wales, Cordina saw that.
So now Joe is 12 fights, 12 wins, 7 KOs. So he's got a good little record running there. So, yeah, can't ask for more than that, really, can we?
Nope.
But,
Now, what we can ask for is the main event.
yes, which is up next. Lawrence Okoli versus Krzysztof Glowacki.
Glowacki.
So, yeah. We'll tune back in for that. We're going to drop this. We're going to
We
drop
have to
this.
get the decision first.
Well, we know.
We do, but we're still going to wait for the official decision.
We'll wait for the official decision. But, yeah, if you're seeing us for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Check out the other content. We'll be back on for Okoli versus Glowacki. Going to be a good fight. World title on the line. We like those, don't we, Ender?
We do, and because the rugby's over, I'm going to transfer the Sky to my main television.
Because you can.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they're just showing Lawrence out the back. Yeah, training, getting warmed up on the pads. Always good to see, and yeah, looking forward to this one. So not long now. We're just going to see how the cards come out at the end of this fight. They're pretty much going to raise his hand anyway.
Yeah.
They're taking quite a bit of time over the cards, though. But to be fair, we know what the outcome's going to be, but we're just going to sit here for the official result. And then I'll have to relocate because, yeah, I've got to relocate.
Oh.
But not long. Not long now. And then we'll get the result. Got a real delay, isn't it?
Do you want to hear what the scores are?
Do you want to do it?
I'll do it, yeah.
All
Put
right.
me on silent or I'll go and...
I'll put mute.
Yeah.
So just waiting on the scorecards here at the moment. Yeah, it's a real delay. It's really strange. Doesn't normally take this long, but Ender's going to have a listen in to the scorecards. Yeah, they've given it Cordina, haven't they? Yeah. Hang on. There you go.
He got it by majority decision. One judge scored it a draw, and the other
draw?
two both gave it. Yeah, the other two both gave it to Cordina, 96 and 95.
Oh wow, okay. So they scored it really close.
No, I mean one gave it 96, 93
Okay.
would it be, and the other gave it 95.
Okay. Well, on that note, we'll call it a day on that fight, and
we'll be back with the main event.
Yeah, Okoli versus Glowacki. Thanks for joining in.
I'm going to hook this up to my TV and watch it in full HD.
Well, there you go. So thanks for staying with JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's all good.
It is.
We'll see you soon.
Don't go away. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Are you